Huge shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you're interested in gaining a channel membership, then feel free to head over to my channel profile and click the join button. Also, we do have a Ninjago Discord server. It's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. For more details on that, click the very first link at the very top of the description of this video.
So hello there everybody and welcome back on in to the channel for a new video. Now today I would like to discuss some recent concerns slash just general complaints that I've seen coming from the Ninjago community. Now before we even go any further with all of that, I would just like to state that this is by no means like a huge complaint within the community, right? You don't go walking around, you know, the Instagram or Twitter community and you just come across this complaint constantly. It's nothing that people are like genuinely hating on the season for, but it's more or less just like a comparison, I guess is the best way of putting it, and that is a comparison between what we've currently got going on with Ninjago Dragons Rising and a previous Ninjago season. Now some of you may be already able to tell where this is actually going, and for those of you that were thinking Season 9, well, you are actually right. Yes, I'm not joking or just kind of trolling by any means, I'm not joking at all. Ninjago Season 9 and Ninjago Dragons Rising have been compared quite heavily, mainly in just the sense that the villains for this season seem to be fairly similar to the Dragon Hunters, and for people that I've seen on Twitter specifically, right, that's where the main gist of this whole thing comes from, people have been definitely drawing at that connection, which I suppose is a fair comparison to make, but at the same time I would like to add in my own 2 cents to this whole thing. So yeah, while kind of on paper, just looking at it from a very watered down perspective and view, things are quite similar. Let me explain. For example, you've got the Dragon Hunters from Season 9, the whole thing was to hunt down dragons for power, essentially. And you've kind of got a very similar thing going on with Imperium. They hunt dragons for power. They kind of use it to control their entire kingdom. It is what they power everything with in the kingdom. Without dragon power, well, Imperium would kind of just cease to exist altogether. They would have no form of actual energy or power there, and it's kind of similar to the Dragon Hunters. Obviously, the Dragon Hunters didn't use it to power their entire kingdom slash village, or whatever you really want to call it, but they did it for a similar reason on paper once again. Obviously, both Dragon Hunters, they hunted dragons, and that was kind of it. And that is where this whole thing comes into play, because again, people have been comparing them, but at the same time, I do definitely believe that there is a lot more of a difference between them within the actual show. Once you stop watering things down and just kind of take them both at face value within the actual season, you know, and in both of their respective different seasons, things are entirely different. And again, while in a watered down sense, on paper, they are very similar, as in the concept deep down are quite similar, there is enough to differentiate them from each other, and things just become a lot more vast. Things are a lot more different, more unique, and so that kind of shuts down that entire argument. At least it does in my personal opinion. I'm not too sure how you'd really argue against that. In my opinion, they are very different in a sense. Another thing that people have been saying that I haven't seen as much by any means, but it's just something else that I would wanted to point out here, is that things are quite similar in regards to Season 9 just because of the fact that the ninja have been separated. Now, obviously, they have been separated in Dragons Rising, but in Season 9, they weren't exactly separated for very long. I mean, in the first realm anyway, they weren't separated for very long. Obviously, you did also have the first realm and Ninjago stuff going on, in which Lloyd and the rest of the crew was back in, you know, Ninjago, while the main original 4 were in the first realm. So in that sense, yeah, I kind of see the separation argument, but again, it's just like a matter of context. Things in context change it so hugely that it doesn't become similar at all. And again, once you stop watering things down, you start to realise just how different all of this truly is. But with all of this being said, I think that is basically going to do it for today's video. I've just wanted to talk about some community comparisons I've been seeing and how things really aren't actually that similar once you actually put the context back into place and you realise just how different they are. But with all of this being said, that is going to do it for today's video, so hopefully you guys did all enjoy it. Before heading out though, please do feel free to leave any of your own personal thoughts and opinions on this down below in the comments. I would love to hear your own thoughts regarding this. If you did enjoy this video though, please do feel free to leave a like on it, subscribe to the Overlord X channel for more, and hit the notification bell so that you behind the screen there, you see that I'm looking right at you, to keep up to date on all things Ninjago here on the channel. With all of this being said, I will catch you all soon for a new one. Goodbye everybody, see you all very soon.